Me and Brad were doing this thing where we were gonna grow our hair out together, but I got so sick of wearing a hat every single day that I bailed on him yesterday. I got the sides cut, and I was like, leave the top, because I'm still trying to grow it with my friend, and now I just look like an idiot, and the top of my hair is way too long to do anything with, and I look like I have bad head always. I don't even know.
Always try to give, don't ever take it. Life is but a dream, it's what you make it. Always try to give, don't ever.
I actually just realized when I was opening the blinds too, I don't think I ever showed you what I did to my truck. If you guys are following me on Instagram, which you should be, but if you're not, you guys should be following me on Instagram. When I went up to a Soyuz like 2 weeks ago, me and Emerson went off-roading. He really wanted me to take the truck, but a Soyuz is like a desert. And by like a desert, I mean a Soyuz is a desert. So everything up there was super dry and super like dead. I told him don't take me through any tight trails, and what does he do? He takes me through all the tightest trails he can find. So when you look at the truck, obviously it doesn't look terrible, but when you get up close, right now it's also super dirty. But there's a bunch of like little scratches like this all up and down the front. This side actually isn't terrible. That one is pretty deep right there. But this side just got its ass handed to it. Like right here, this is all kind of like super scratched up. Big one right here. This one comes down off the door, goes all the way across the back. And at the time I was having fun, we were off-roading, I was like, you know what? I bought a truck, I lifted it, I put off-road tires on it. If I take it off-road and get scratched up a little bit, I don't have a problem with the truck having a couple scratches if I was actually using it, and none of them look like they're too deep that I can't actually buff them out, except this one. Even the worst ones like this one, they'll buff out. I'm not too mad about it. We go back home, I park my truck, and some kid on his bike, dude, look at all the bugs. Some kid on his bike eats ass right onto the front of the truck, and that one won't buff out. I wasn't very happy about it, but what are you gonna do? I can't just go around punching kids because they fell off their bikes, unfortunately. Today's one of those days where I have like a couple things I wanted to just knock off my list. Things I've wanted to do for a while and just haven't done. First one, very small, but you guys know I love my Likewise shift knobs. And my favorite shift knob I think I've ever had from them is this thing, dude. This is the thick boy. This is literally a thick boy. This is like the heaviest shift knob I've ever had. Ever since I put the stock seats and steering wheel back in this car, I put this shift knob in because it kind of matched my little drift button here, but also it matched my quick release and my short hub and all that stuff when I had a steering wheel in the car. I do like the shift knob. I think this one's called the Daytona. It's super nice and grippy, but something that I really do miss is just like the sheer weight. You can just slam gears with this thing and you don't feel anything. Like I said, just something really stupid and little, but I've been wanting to do that ever since I put this interior back together. I just keep forgetting. Another thing I want to do today, I want to get rid of this. It just bugs me to look at. I also want to clean up this engine bay a little bit. There's a couple things in here I want to do, but this intake doesn't really do a whole lot for me. The box used to go here, but I already threw the box out because once we tube this, the box no longer has a home that fits nicely in. If anything, this is almost dangerous because this leads straight to the turbo. Like that's a straight shoot right to the turbo, and if something falls in there, just like poo-poo gets in there, that's not good. I think I'm gonna take some inspiration from Jasmine. I'm gonna make a quick little turbo screen for this thing. I don't even think I can get the camera in here. I've never really showed you guys the size of this stock baby turbo. This is my hand compared to, like, this thing. The entire opening is like from the middle of my finger to the tip. It's such a small thing. I'm only showing you guys this because apparently a lot of you guys didn't even know that the Genesis came turboed. So that's what we're working with. I would like to switch it all up. I'm actually really, I can turn this off. I'm really interested in getting a top mount turbo. So it would flip all this upside down. The turbo would be kind of right here. I think that would be really cool, but I know that for someone learning, you should probably not mess around, give it too much power. The fun side of me says send it, so we'll see what happens. I don't have any little boots or anything that are this size, so I cut the tip off. I'm just gonna reuse it. This shit works so well. This is literally a window screen. Whole roll of window screen was like $9. I don't know, but it's fire. It's super easy and extremely cheap instead of paying like over $100 for one of these things. Screen. Boom. Look at that. Super tight. Toss a clamp on this bad boy. Boom. That actually looks super dope. I love these things so much. And everybody has a preference on what they like prefer it to look like, but I think that the screen with the little turbo inlet showing is really, really cool. Now it kind of looks a little dumb actually, because this comes up really high for no reason. But at the same time, look how much it cleans up the engine bay. Like it just looks so tidy now. Now the only problem with this is that this has a breather right here. It's just like a recirc breather. This actually probably lets some oily kind of poo through it. I just remembered I had these things from my good friends ADDW1. You guys know these guys make some fire catch cans, and they give me a bunch of accessories to go with catch cans and things like that I might need sometimes. Perfect ADDW1 air breather laying around. And now that's kind of cool. It'll do the job, whatever. And honestly, I don't need this piece, but check this out. I'm gonna use it anyways because I have it. I have a real carbon fiber heat shield for it. How dope is this? If you're using it for what I'm using it for, it can kind of keep this thing from setting on fire because it's so close to your exhaust manifold. Yo, that looks actually sick. I know I'm gonna get hosed for using it in this specific way, but like, that's dope. I think the last thing I want to do inside this engine bay is something that we've never done in here. I don't know why. Look how gross it is in here, dude. I don't actually have any like specific engine bay cleaners or anything like that. I'm just gonna clean this thing up. Honestly, it came pretty clean. Like, it looks pretty good for the fact that I didn't have any like proper chemicals or like little brushes or anything like that. There's a couple weird spots like this stuff I just can't get off. I don't know what it is. I found this thing upstairs. I put this back on. Honestly, I don't like it. I think it looks kind of dumb, but I'm gonna leave it for now. And then everything else is just kind of clean, tidy. Looks better than it did before. I just like didn't like looking in there, and all this stuff was like brown, like it was literally in a swamp. It was just kind of gross. The stuff I wanted to do on the Genesis today is taken care of. Back this thing up, get it out of the way, because this dude showed up. Oh my god, my windshield. This dude showed up, and he's gonna get he's gonna be the second last hoist lift.
Second last. Did you tell him?
No, not yet. I'm gonna tell them, but just not yet. Why is your car on the lift? You literally get the second last lift in the shop.
Tranny bolt found in my car. I don't know why. So we're here to find out.
I thought we put them all in, dude. It might have just been one like this. Like, see, this one's random and it's just a bolt. That could literally be why you have that, because we use that.
Oh my god, look at that washer.
You're good over here.
Oh, and this breather. I don't know where to put that. I feel like that was supposed to be bolted to something. Okay, this is good.
Brad showed up, and look what this dude brought me.
My homie gave it to me for free, so I give it to my homie for free. It's big homie circulation.
Thanks, brother. This is, I didn't mention it today when we were taking care of Genesis things, but you guys will not leave me alone about this. You guys literally will not leave me alone about how this is here, especially after I cut myself the one time. But it's got the weird thing, and I haven't really been, I've been trying to work with my boys at Likewise for them to build one of these, but I gotta send mine over, and right now is just not the time for that. So Brad picked up just a stock OEM one of, maybe you guys gave it to him, I don't entirely know. But it should just, oh, there it is, dude. Now you pull up on it and you can't get it off. Yes, that sits extremely low, actually. The BK2 had less girth here. Probably was a bit lower. But that is fire. So if it was one of you guys that gave it to Brad, thank you. And Brad, thank you. You're the official last hoist of the hoist.
Oh, last hoist of the hoist.
What are you doing up here?
Well, I am leaking
Oh, it's your brakes you want to check,
brake
right?
fluids, yeah. But I also just want to go around and just give one bolt, every bolt a quick snug, because I really don't know.
Whoa! What the f is that?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah, we can't put that on camera.
No.
Wow.
I'll fail road safety.
That's your... Hey, you quiet yourself down for a second. Can you pull that out so I can show them? They can see it. Well, at least you know what it is. I don't know where the other half of your boot went, but you need some new boots.
It's probably at home in the closet. Get it? Because boots go in the closet?
New boot scooting. Give them the deets.
It's really sad because all I wanted to do is get new brakes so I can drive it. And they don't have brakes. Basically what happened was the boot for the caliper.
Excuse me.
Boot for the caliper was blown. So I called and I was like, yeah, let's just get both rear calipers and you know what, toss in a wheel bearing. And the guy's like, all right, so I have none of those.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's gonna be something that has to get done on the ground because tonight, boys, the lift is coming down. So like 6, okay?
Well, why is this one longer?
This dude's been sitting here for like 5 minutes just interrupting. Dude, no, seriously. It's actually been like 5 or 6 months since we put this lift in. It really doesn't seem like it seems like we just put it in, but we've actually had this thing going.
It's
like,
broken.
That's not true.
It's been like 6 months. There's absolutely, I think having this is like the biggest YouTuber luxury there
game
is.
changer.
It really is. Like this is luxurious, and today we're taking it back to basics and we're ditching the lift. There will be no more lift for a while on this channel. We're going back to the good old budgety, relatable
Jack stands.
jack stands and your
jack.
broken floor jack days. I'm not gonna explain everything to you guys in this video right now. I don't think that that's necessary, but what I am gonna tell you is that there's plans, and you guys will be informed of them shortly, but for right now, we're tearing down this lift, and for the next little while, you are gonna be seeing us. No more YouTube luxuries. We're going back to basics.
One more hoist up.
You wanna get a hoist up? Also, Reese is back. He never really does much in the videos, so I never like say that's Reese, but some of you guys should know who he is.
Edit me on that thing.
Before we take the lift down, I think we all wrote a little something we'd like to say to the lift. I'm just gonna open Snapchat, pretend I wrote something here. I just want to thank this lift for being a good first lift. Lifted many more shitty cars than it should have, and it will lift many more shitty cars in its day. Until next time, thanks for lifting.
The lift.
It's good.
That's what this guy's gonna do at my funeral. This guy, Brad, was good.
What's good? Oh my god.
I'm not usually good with words, but this has been a good hoist to Robbie. Hasn't been good for me because every time it's on here, fixing something that I don't want to be fixing. Came up, you know, you put a car up here, you find more problems than I started with, so it's nice. It eliminates a lot of the groundwork, but if my car's on here, it usually means more money that I don't want to spend.
You're good at trust. You're literally working off now. You want me to jump from here? You know I like this hoist. And now, get me down, mama.
Okay, we'll lower you down, and then we'll edit it so it looks like you jumped. Okay? Okay?
Alright, ready to go now.
Why am I sweating so? Whoa!
You messed it all up. Don't worry. We'll let everybody know you're a little bitch. This is improvision.
That is a true mechanic right there. This is what you guys watch every week, okay? This guy right here.
Look, when you don't have the right socket, you make the right socket. Excuse me, sir. Can you hold my nuts? That's ideal. All right, let's do that for every one of them.
It's what you make it. Always
can get a jack underneath this. We'll just jack that up and slide it back. Good. It's late, I let everybody go home. I was just packing up everything, putting all the cars away, getting everything dialed in. Dude, it's so weird not having a lift in here. Just look how weird this looks, dude. I have a weird emotion right now. I don't know how to pinpoint it. But I left all these in the ground. I was trying to cut them. I had like a cutting wheel. Too long. I need a grinding wheel. I need to basically cut them as flush to the ground as I can and then just grind the nubs away, because at the point they're at, I'm cutting them and then they're still sticking out and they're still sharp. It's not doing any good. I may as well just leave them like a foot long so I don't drive over them. I can see them. I know a lot of people are probably watching this and you still don't understand like what is going on. I'm gonna try to explain it to you the best I can, but it's just, it's weird because we weren't here for that long, yet taking it apart is hitting me in a weird way. We weren't here for too long, but like, you start to catch a vibe, you know what I mean? Like you start to make it home and you don't even realize you're making it home. What's coming, I don't know if a lot of you guys will expect. I'm gonna explain it in its own video. You guys know I have been telling you for months now, like a long time, that I just don't wanna move anymore. A lot of people grew up moving and they just don't wanna move anymore, right? I grew up like stably in the same place for a long time, and when you leave that, you had like this attachment to that place and you're like, wow, it like hits you in the feels. And when we lived in Coquitlam, our first house here in BC, like the single car garage house that you guys saw, we lived there for like a year and a half. And even that, leaving that after a year and a half was our first ever house that we lived in alone. And it was just like this really sad kind of thing, I guess, to leave it, but it was exciting, but it was like sad too, right? And then when we left the second house, I didn't really like it anyways, and I was just like not having a good time there, so I didn't really care. And then when we got into this place, I already knew that I was gonna probably get out of it anyways, so I've just had this problem with growing attached to things, which I'm extremely passionate and I'm extremely make this mine. And like the first house in Coquitlam, like we decked that house, like we were like the good tenants, you know what I mean? Like when we were renting, we did like so much work to the house. We made that house beautiful. We took such good care of it. I treated it like I owned it. I don't know, I just want that again. Like imagine this shop was mine for like the last 5 years. It would be just incredibly iconic, this place. And I want that. We're taking everything down. We're going on a little bit of a camping trip. We went to a Soyuz for a week. We're going on a camping trip for a week. Now we're pretty much getting out of this place. And it's honestly terrifying because I don't know what's next. And that scares me in the sense of I always have a plan. I tend to not slip or fall. I'm always pretty grounded. I'm the guy that will get a new job before I quit my old job. I will get a new house, sign the lease before I tell my landlord I'm out of here. And because then you always have something secure, you always have something in the bag, and right now I have nothing in the bag, and that scares me, but there's so much potential with what we're doing. I wish I could tell you guys more, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to tell you. All I know is that always upgrading, we're always going up. I always want to go farther, next step, grow. We're gonna kind of reverse for a little bit. We're going back to basics, no more extreme lift. It's just a lift, but like most of you guys probably don't have a lift. So we're going a little bit more back to relatable basics, probably for a couple months. Always staying committed to growth, always moving forwards in life, trying to achieve the next goal. It may not be with who you think or where you think, but I never planned any of this. I just work hard and you get it. And this is crazy. So with that, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and stay committed. Get your bunions in here. Sit, daddy. No.